This is Drew, and I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of Fraganomics. Today we're going to dive into by Paris Corner, and it says the fragrance is for women, but I saw the note breakdown, and I don't want to feel like, I'm just leaving the women out. So, every now and then I'll get a fragrance that's marketed to women, but a lot of times these fragrances are unisex. They just be hiding the good stuff for the ladies. Now, in this instance, we're going to talk about a fragrance called, it's by Paris Corner, and it's called Cake Temptations. And it doesn't have anything on the box. Now, of course, we're going to do a deep dive and or first impression into the fragrance as soon as we come back. And welcome back. And I want to take the time to thank you again for dropping by my channel. And like I always like to say here on Fraganomics, fragrance is not just a fragrance here. It's our signature. So let's go ahead and get this Cake Temptations broke down for the ladies, supposedly, and then we'll see what's what. Okay, as you can see, the bottle looks kind of sweet, look like a cupcake. That's why they call it Cake Temptations, I guess. But it says the main accords are sweet, fruity, fresh and sour. Interesting. Let's go down here and see what it's got in it as far as the actual note breakdown. It says here fruity notes, red fruits. I don't hear a lot of cake in it. And then it says in the middle note, it's more fruity notes. And then in the base note, it's got sweet notes and more fruity notes. This sounds like pretty easy to break down fragrance. Don't sound like it's got a whole lot going on with it. Let me see what these guys got to say about it, if anything. It says Cake Temptation from Paris Corner is a fragrance dedicated to women who love to smell sweet and tempting. Said the fragrance is part of the Ministry of Gourmand range, offering a decadent inspired by most exquisite desserts. With fruity, creamy, and sweet notes, Cake Temptations gives you the sensation of a delicious cheesecake without the calories. Interesting. Let's see if anything else got to be said about it. Now, on this particular one, I got it because it was inexpensive, because every now and then there'd be some gems in the rough. So this is only rated a 2.84 out of 5, but it only has 97 votes, and it came out in 2024. And actually, these particular fragrances on sale right now. That's why I got it. Yeah, I got these particular fragrances on a 2 for, I think they're like 2 for $50. I think they're like 2 for $60, 2 for $50. It was like $25, $30 piece. They were real cheap. So, I like the note breakdown. Plus, the old lady, I keep her out of my fragrances, whatnot. A lot of times I have to find a little something that she might like or something that I might like to smell on her also. So let's go ahead and get this thing broke down. Now, like I said, this is a Paris Corner deal right here. Gold box, nothing special. Got a little stick on it. Don't even have the name look like on the actual box itself. But let's go ahead and get him opened up. Let's see what's going on in this box here. Like I said, this is supposed to be for the ladies. But like I told you guys, I don't really get into that too much unless, something's obviously feminine, or it's super floral, or, I don't know, like rose, whatnot. I know some guys love rose, like I think Portrait of a Lady by Frederick Lamar. I think it's a heavy rose fragrance. I have it. I'm not in love with it. I let the old lady wear. I keep the bottle here, but she loves it. It's just not a scent for me. But we're going to find out what this cake smell like, because, we're in, fall season and gourmands are in right now. So this is what we got going on. Had to make sure I had open. I ain't wanted to just, fly open on me. Got the little metal. Got your little coffin that opens up like so. Got your little cupcake sitting down there in the middle. Let's go ahead and bring him out. I better flip it upside down. Get this cake box out. She had it kind of tight too. Let's get this box out of the way. A gold box, nothing inside, no kind of stickers, nothing like that. Got a trash can back there. And this is what it looks like. A gold cupcake. It's plastic, like I said, it's glass. You can see through it actually. actual perfume looks like it's clear and it has a golden hue on the actual glass itself. But that's what it looks like. Like I said, Ministry of Gourmand. Like I said, you know, when the weather cools down, that's when I break them out. Let's see how this thing opens up. Look like it just comes right off the top. It does not stick. It got a little bit of grip because the bottle is light. Doesn't feel like it's 3.3 ounces, but maybe it is. Maybe the glass is just thin. But it just sits on top. This is plastic, super thin. This is super light. This is cheap plastic right here. Now you can see a little bit better through the top as far as what's in there. You know, it's got like a golden hue on the side, a little bit of paint, but you can still see through it. It's got this plastic gold band that goes around the whole thing. Okay, we looked at the bottle. You see that it's a cupcake. So let's see if this cupcake got it going on. This may be something, guys, you can get for your lady, depending on what it is. So let's get it on the strip. Let's so you can focus. 1, 2, 3. There we go. It's coming out now. Let me get him shook up. See what's what. I'm hoping, you know, this is something go down the middle that we can share, you know, with the ladies, but I don't know yet. And it's light because I still don't smell it. Let me go ahead and bring it back up. Oh my God, when they said cake, they wasn't BSing on this. This comes off right off the bat like something edible. It's sugary. It's fruity. It almost smells like a vanilla cake with whipped cream on it, lots of butter, and Jolly Rancher type deal sprinkled over it. That's what you get here. And actually, in all honesty, old lady, you know, she might have to share this because I kind of like it. I can see layering this with something else to give it some backbone. This is really nice. The top note said it had fruity notes and red fruits. This very berry pound cake right out the oven with a lot of butter been put in it with cream on top. That's basically what I get from this. Now, is this something for the old lady? Most exponently. Is it something for me? Yep, I'm gonna be pushing this also. I'm gonna see what this is about. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna take, you know, my container, you know, looking like, you know, strawberry shortcake. I'm not gonna take him out. Niggas is wildin'! I'd put him in a decant, but I'm gonna have to put this on for myself. But it's, like I said, that butter that's coming across, it's kind of synthetic, but then again, it's kind of not. It's kind of got, when they said this was cake sensation, I think that's what they call it. Let me make a look at it, because I done got the name all mixed up now. I'm thinking about something to eat. Cake Temptation, that's what it is. They didn't lie. Think of a fresh butter cake with extra butter that just came out of the oven. Jolly Ranchers crushed up and put all over the top of it, but the Jolly Ranchers are already, you know, kind of starting to melt a little bit, so they smell crisp, clean, and light. You know, you put this on the old lady, you might put it on the old man, but the old lady wearing this may be something that, you know, might get you in baby making mode.
Whoa, brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
I don't know if you want to get this or not, but would I suggest it as far as a scent? Most definitely. 100% for the women. There's no doubt about it. But, you know, us guys, we like gourmands too. They don't always have to be dark and heavy and thick and whatnot. I think I got both of these, like it was a 2 for $50, something like that. And I think this would be something excellent to get for the old lady, you know, in the, cause you know, with Christmas coming up or whatnot, I think your old lady would love this. And I can promise you'll love smelling it on her. This right here is made for intimate moments, but it does have some push. You put about, I would say, for the ladies, they probably gonna put on about 8 or 10 sprays of this. It's gonna give a good 6 foot CI. And you're gonna smell like I said, like a butter cake that's fruity. This is a universally good smelling scent. $30, you can't beat it. I would say blind buy worthy. You know, if you're looking for something gourmandish for your girl and you want to keep it light, you know, like I said, Paris Corner's running a sale right now on a lot of these fragrances. You can get 2 for where it was like 40, 50 bucks a piece. Now you get 2 for 25. I mean, I'm sorry, 2 for 50, like $25 a piece, something like that. This would be the time to look over at Paris Corner and see what they got. But let's go ahead and wrap this thing up with that. I'll see you guys at the next one.